Hi, my name is Caitlin Murphy, and I'm your mindfulness messenger. I help support women in sharing tips and resources on how to get unstuck in their life and to create a more desired, fulfilled life. Now, let's get to it. Today's topic is going to be about the trap of how achievements are not your self worth, how they don't equal your self worth. And I'm going to show you 3 ways in how you might have fallen into this trap. It's very sneaky, and I've been a part of this trap for the longest time, really up until recently. That's what inspired me to create this content for this video, actually. So let's start with number 1, and it's talking about the thought of I didn't get everything done that I wanted to today. How does that feel? Just notice, do you feel upset? Do you feel disappointed? Or do you feel unattached? Do you feel forgiving? Do you feel happy anyway because you got what you meant to get done today? What are the thoughts that come up? And this is important to actually take the time to think about and acknowledge, because if you feel anything like anger or disappointment or regret, you may have fallen into this trap. The first, where all you can think about, you had this glorious day of like finishing most of the things that you need to do, and you still had things to do, but you've worked probably 8 or 9 hours, and you're upset that you couldn't finish the rest of it. Just take a look at that and like notice how you feel, that disappointment and like anger, and that's taking up so much of your energy. Allow yourself to just like forgive yourself and move on from that. So I invite you, if you are feeling this way, I invite you to just acknowledge it and acknowledge how you can kind of rewrite that. What would it feel like to just let work go, even if you didn't finish everything? When it's 5 or you're done with your shift, just let it be. How does that feel like? And are you willing to step up to that? Okay, the second way is in your free time. It kind of bounces off the first one, but during your free time, when you're done with work and you're relaxing, is what do you think about? What do you spend your energy and your time thinking about? Maybe you're spending your time with friends, or you're really excited about going away this weekend, or you're excited to see your friends later that night, or your family, or anything like that. You're thinking about things outside of work, duties or tasks. Or what if you're spending your time thinking about the meeting tomorrow morning and how you have to wake up extra early for it, and how you have to do the commute ride over, which may be longer. Or you're thinking about how tomorrow's going to be a really busy day and you're really dreading it. If you're the latter, you might have fallen into the trap of using your achievements as self-worth. Acknowledge, just like the first one actually, acknowledge there's a difference between these two. There's a difference between like being excited and having your free time filled with like excitement and what you want to do, and then having your free time filled with the future and also like things you are not totally excited for. And one energy is really light, it's really airy, it's really fun, and then another energy is dense, it's almost dreadful like, and it's not really something that anyone really wants to feel. So I invite you to just take a look at that and then kind of see your thought patterns and just see, like, challenge yourself into spending one day, your free time, not thinking about work. Okay, and then the third way that you may have fallen into the trap is, how do you feel during your work time? Do you feel excited that you're getting things done? Do you feel sort of detached? and you're here for work, you're here to get things done? Or do you feel not enough? Do you feel disappointment that you couldn't finish that task perfectly? Do you feel like you're wasting your time? Do you feel like you have all these projects to do in the next day and the next day and the next day, and there's an immediate regret or an immediate dissociation almost? Again, notice these two different thought patterns. Notice one thought pattern is really light. It's really easy. There's a nice flow to it. And then notice the other thought pattern that is denser, that is heavier, that is almost like sledging along. So this is another way, if you are also like this, and also to have compassion for yourself. If you have found that you are in the trap of like using your achievements as self-worth, just have compassion for yourself. There's a reason why you had it. You were in survival mode. There's a million reasons why this became your normal. But now you can acknowledge it, and now you can just really forgive yourself and give compassion to yourself and know that I don't have to make my achievements and my work everything that I am. I don't need to do that. You could still value work as work, and you could still value free time as your free time and what you want to do. So I hope these 3 ways helps, and have a good rest of your day.